everyone. Sorry I'm late. I'm a couple minutes late. I had a couple things going on here I had to fix. So I'm hoping everyone got the message. I posted that I was going to be 2 minutes late. I was approximately 2.5 minutes late. So usually I wait a couple minutes for people to join on. They join on usually like a few minutes after. So for those of you that do not know me, I know we've had a lot of new people coming into the group. My name is Cheryl Hadger. I founded Sisters Who Scale. I also own a cleaning business called Made Bright Cleaning. And what I do is I support cleaning business owners. I help you hire the right teams, grow your profits, and streamline your processes so that you can get out of the field and enjoy some time freedom for yourself. My company, like I said, company's name is Made Bright out of Boston, Massachusetts. We offer residential, commercial, and power washing services in my area. So I started this company as a solo cleaner, all by myself. I made a lot of mistakes in the beginning, but I learned to master the business, and now I teach others how to do the same. And I can save you time, I can save you money, and I definitely can help you save your sanity as you grow your business. I took my business from zero to over 650K. Actually, I think we're close to 700 now annually, and doing that about 20 hours a week and not cleaning anymore. So I teach others to do the same. Let me see if anyone's checked in. Hey, Belinda. Hey, Sydney. Happy Wednesday. Hi, Vivian. Vivian, we had a call. We need to get together, you and I. Stacy, hi Stacy. Stacy's from down under. She's 30 hours away from me. I looked it up on the map actually. You're 30 hours away from me. So I'm just gonna continue. So welcome. I go live every single week, 5 p.m. on Wednesdays, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, I'm in Massachusetts, which is the northern part, so like New England of the country. You can always catch the replays afterwards. If you can't get the live, I post them and I send them in DMs and stuff like that. So, because we're all on different time zones, pretty much, right? So you can always catch the replays. So, is growing a cleaning business easy? Let's just get into this. No. Is hiring easy? Nope, it's not. It takes work, it takes effort, and it takes the right strategies in place. And I aim to give you the proven strategies that I have worked for me and my company, and are working for past coaching clients, current coaching clients that are in the program, and they're having successes that they've never dreamed of, right? But I'm going to tell you, nothing good comes easy, so you have to work. It's your ability to never give up that's going to build your company, okay? So let's get into tonight's training, because this is a big one. This is where half of you will fail if you don't get over this stuff, the F word, right? Not the good F word, the bad F word. So fear will destroy your business. It will prohibit you from making decisions, okay? It's going to prohibit you from taking chances, right? Taking little risks. It'll keep you up at night wondering, tossing and turning on stuff that's going on in your business. We've all been there. We all wake up with so-and-so, the client on our mind at 3 a.m., right? So it's gonna prevent you from doing things. So fear is the number one cause of you not making money. Fear stops you from making money. So think about that. Everything is rooted in your ability to not make a decision, to not move forward, okay? So how does it do this? So fear often makes people what's called risk averse, so it causes them to avoid investment opportunities or ventures that could potentially yield higher returns for them. So I'm going to give you an example. So let's take a real life example. So investing in a business coach. You know you probably need one to learn the skills necessary to scale your business. Now, most CEOs, and this is cleaning business, this is any type of business, most CEOs who are serious about growing their businesses and learning new skills to help their businesses hire business coaches at some point in their careers. That is a known fact. But because no one in the universe is born with all the skills, right? These skills are learned. I've learned them in different businesses I've had. I brought them to the cleaning business. Then I learned more cleaning business skills. I researched, I took time, I failed, I succeeded, I failed, I failed, I failed, I succeeded, okay? So that's just the reality of things. Let me check in and see who else is jumping on. Big girl pants on, Stacey. Yeah, you better believe it. You need your big girl pants on. Okay, you have two kinds of people. You have action takers, and if you want to write this down, grab a pen, piece of paper, definitely write it down. So you have two types. You have action takers. So action takers want stuff. They find the right resource, the right person to help them. And of course, there's going to be a cost with this, but they take the plunge, they pay for the course, and they get a quadruple ROI, return on investment. They followed their instinct, they took the chance, they went all in, and they committed. That is the word we're looking for. They committed themselves to the program. They did the work, and now they're reaping the rewards, whether it be increasing their income, learning how to hire the right staff so they can get out of the field, or creating a better sales package to attract higher paying clients, or implementing a training system for their teams. It could be anything, or a combination of the above, right? So whatever they needed to do or set out to do, they grabbed the bull by the horns, they made a decision. Now the money they paid for the course seems like chump change because it helped them beyond their belief. So if someone tripled and quadrupled their return on investment, wouldn't it be worth it, right? So now they get to do big things. Now they get to not clean as much. Now they get to take more vacations, all because they took that chance. So it's very important to be cautious, right? I'm not saying that, but excessive fear can prevent you from taking what's called calculated risks that will no doubt lead to the demise, right? Okay, so that was number one, the action takers. They're all in, they do what it takes, they don't even question things, they're fearless, and they just go ahead. Now, the second type of people, you have procrastinators. Who knows a procrastinator? Who is a procrastinator, right? We've all procrastinated a little bit in our life, but who is a natural born procrastinator? Because these people need a little help. So you might be one. We don't know, right? These people put everything off. They get analysis paralysis, right? They beat the bag out of something. They think about it over and over and over when it comes to making decisions, right? They beat it to death. And then what happens is they talk themselves out of it. Whatever it is, whatever kind of decision it is, they talk themselves out of it. And do you know why they talk themselves out of it? Because of fear. Their fear is stopping them dead in their tracks to make that decision, whatever the decision is, okay? So then they go ahead, they still have the problems in their business, and they're getting burnt out, but they're doing nothing about it. So I always say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results. So why in God's green earth would you do this to yourself? This is crazy. It's like you have a boyfriend and the boyfriend sucks, right? And you know you have to get rid of him, okay? And you know you need to break up with him, but you don't. And you stay through the lying, and you stay through the cheating, and you stay through the mental abuse, whatever it is, and you expect things to change, and they don't. You stay in this relationship that is producing the same results over and over and over again. So do you know why it's changing? It's not changing. It's not changing because you need to take a step to make that change. You need to make it stop. You need to get up. You need to say no more. You need to say you are worth more. You need to pack your bags and you need to get the hell out of there, right? Get out of that shitty situation. It's up to you. It's not up to anyone else. It's not up to God. It's not up to the universe to change the tides and the sun and everything else. It's up to you. You need to make it happen for yourself. No one else makes that choice but you. So your lack of inability to make a decision is prolonging your happiness, right? It's prolonging your happiness. Is everyone is this making sense to everyone? Sydney, I don't think you're a procrastinator. Sydney's one of my clients. Sydney gets a lot of stuff done. I don't know why she's saying she's a procrastinator. Maybe we've worked through some things, so you're not a procrastinator anymore. Belinda, are you a procrastinator? It's a fly over here. Are you a procrastinator, Belinda? Tell me more about that. Are you a procrastinator, Stacey? Why do you guys think you're procrastinators? Why do you put things off? We could all be dead tomorrow. Don't put anything off. Don't put anything off. Don't put anything off. So if you have a pen, let's write these down. The training is called the 5 fears, okay? It's the 5 biggest fears. So let's talk about them. And you probably have no idea what I'm about to say. Number 1 is fear of failure, okay? What's the cause? Where is this coming from? This fear of failure can stem from various factors, right? Such as upbringing, such as past experiences. If you think you're a perfectionist, if there's some self-esteem issues going on, early experiences in your life of criticism as a young child or punishment or unrealistic expectations can contribute to the development of this fear of failure, okay? Perfectionists, people with a strong fear of failure often exhibit perfectionist tendencies. Who is this? Anyone a perfectionist here? Don't be shy, there's probably more than one, right? They set extremely high standards for themselves, which is a bad thing all the time, right? But they view mistakes or setbacks as evidence of their inadequacy. And now this mindset can lead to chronic stress on the body and hinder your overall, being. So what do? They do avoidance behavior. Individuals with this fear may engage in avoidance behavior where they avoid situations, they avoid tasks that they perceive of having a risk of the failure. This can limit them personally, professionally, and prevent them from taking on new challenges. So does anyone feel like this sometimes? Who's a number 1? Who's a number 1? Fear of failure. Sydney, you're a perfectionist, but you're working through that because you're getting so much stuff done. So much stuff done. Belinda, perfectionist, never intended to clean without a stall for 12 years. You're cleaning without a staff for 12 years because you're a perfectionist and you don't think anyone can do it as good as you. That's what's going on, Belinda. Olivia's perfectionist. Yeah, maybe Olivia. Olivia's another one of my clients. Olivia's in the group program. All right. So, negative self-talk. Who talks bad about themselves to themselves? I've done it before, right? Those who fear failure tend to engage in negative self-talk, right? Constantly doubting themselves, their abilities, anticipating the worst outcomes, like what if, right? And so this self-defeating attitude can further, perpetuate their fear and hinder their progress. So you really want to watch out what you're saying to yourself, because your brain will believe whatever you tell it to. So if you're talking like negative, I can't do this, I can't build a staff, nobody wants to work for me, that's probably what you're going to keep getting. Okay, does that make sense? All right, that was number 1, fear of failure. Number 2, which many of you may not even think that this is one, fear of success. Okay, what does that look like? So fear of the unknown. So success brings new responsibilities. So people fear actually being successful. They fear taking on the challenges, the expectations that are going to be demanded of them when they get bigger and make more money and stuff like that. So some people may fear that they won't actually be able to handle these changes, or they will be overwhelmed by the increasing demands that having a business requires. Does anyone fear success? Number 2, if you fear, number 2, put fear of success or number 2. I'll know what it is. Sometimes people suffer from what's called imposter syndrome, right? So people with imposter syndrome believe that their accomplishments are undeserved, that they will eventually be exposed as a fraud, that they're not real people. And so as these people approach success, they may fear they won't be able to live up to the standards that they've created for themselves or they've set themselves up, right? Or what about the pressure to maintain success? Okay, this is fear of success. Achieving success can give you pressures to sustain it and be successful all the time, right? Which can be totally intimidating. So some might worry about whether they can consistently meet the high standards they've set for themselves or continuously outperform their previous achievements, right? So you get better and better and better, right? So sometimes you will do great and sometimes you won't do great, right? Sometimes you're going to fall. It's all about accepting that it's okay to have a down day. It's okay to make a mistake. It's not the end of the world. What can you learn from it, right? You're going to get up again. The sun's going to rise. The sun's going to set. Life is going to go on. You just have to keep going. Or maybe you fear being judged. Does anyone here fear being judged? Like, because success can attract attention and scrutiny from others, right? We know that. So the fear of being judged or maybe criticized can lead individuals to avoid success altogether because they don't want the negative consequences, right? Or fear of money. Who's afraid of making money? This one's pretty real. And you don't even think, this gets wrapped up in a lot of things. Like there's a lot of like psychological things. Like, who is anyone here afraid of actually making money? Like you don't know what to do with the money once you make it? Or is that, but we're not feeling that too sometimes? Hi, Armist. 2 on some things, so I'm saying, Sue. Sydney, I know I deserve success, but sometimes I forget to look back. Yeah. You need more gratitude. You need to wake up. And exercise you could do, Sydney, is wake up every day and repeat what you're grateful for. Repeat that you went from $3,000 to, I want to say you guys are closing in on 11. I think you're closing in on 11,000. So you should wake up every morning and be like, I am grateful for the fact that I went from 3,000 a month to 11,000 a month. That's just a start. And then I am glad that I hired my first person that's starting after get married. All right, that's big. Okay. Exactly. And I'm grateful for all the prices I've raised on my clients to get new high paying clients in. So there's 3 right there off the top of my head while I'm actually live. So, and hi. And I know that there's more. I know that there's more, Sydney. So there's psychological factors to fear of making money. So past experiences, like I said, childhood upbringing. So let me give you an example. So growing up in an environment where money caused family conflicts, right, or a stress might lead to fear of acquiring wealth, even though you don't even know that. Like someone that grew up with that, the scarcity mentality, or is afraid of losing money once they acquire it, may inadvertently cause themselves actually not to make it. So has anyone had a fear around money here? Show of hands. Anyone have a fear around money? I'm just curious. Let's see if there's a fear around money. Exactly. If anyone has a fear around money, let me know. Okay. Fear of money. That is actually number 3. So does money make anyone nervous? Like, do they fear like not having it, right? Anyone fear having money? Because, and even like sometimes like your belief systems, right? So sometimes like money, fear of money is like a cultural thing. It could be a religious thing, right? Or personal beliefs. Like this can totally change everyone's perception of money. Some individuals may even associate wealth with negative qualities like greed, materialism, right? Or social isolation, like leading to a fear of actually making all that money. So money is a good thing. Wanting to make money doesn't make you greedy, right? It makes you smart because you can do a lot of good things with money. You can help employ people, right? And you help give people jobs. You can donate, you can start a charity, you can help people with money. So if you change your connotation of money is good, money helps people, money is a great thing, this may help you overcome that fear if you're suffering from it, okay? Also, sometimes people fear money when there is a lack of financial literacy. Now this may be, some of you may have this, like a lack of knowledge about how to manage the money, how to invest the money, okay? So like once you have it, how do you use it? Or use money effectively can result in anxiety about making financial decisions, right? This fear might arise from worries about making mistakes due to like, or losing wealth, right? Due to poor financial choices. Anyone have any problems with fear about like financial literacy, not knowing what to do? Hi, Amber. How are you? Amber, my fear is clients freaking out about prices. Okay, so you're afraid that if you raise your prices or if you're going to an estimate that they're not going to like your prices, right? So this could be, and I'm not saying 100%, Amber, but this could be attached to a self-worth issue, feeling that you're not good enough to receive that money. Does that make sense? And I'm happy to talk with you sidebar about this, but that could be where that is coming from. So think about that. Think about stuff that's going on in your past or anything like that, because you're very deserving of having all the money in the world. You just have to be confident in asking for it right when you're in front of your client. Yeah, Amber, yeah, totally. We're all deserving of making a lot of money, and you have to look at making money not as a bad thing, but you have to look at it as a good thing. Like, you're a boss, babe. You're gonna go make a whole bunch of money, and then you're gonna do good things with it. You're not gonna do bad things with it, right? You're gonna do good things with it. Sydney, we're trying better to budget, track our money. That's always a good thing. But I feel like the more we comes in, where are we? We comes in, it goes out. Well, so you need to spend money to make money. That old adage. You need to spend money on your business. You need to go get equipment and things like that. Like, you're always going to be. You can't just make all the money, hoard all the money, and never put it back into the business. That's not how business grows. It's just like, I think of it like this. Like, your business is a plant. It needs sun, it needs water every single day, right? It needs attention. It needs to be fed. You can't keep taking and taking and taking and expect it to grow. So think of it like that. If it's a business asset, it's not really an expense. Hi, Gloria. I used to think more money, more problems, like that song, right? I think this is Puff Daddy's song. I was convinced that growing meant more stress, more headaches. It's only in the way you use the money. If you use the money correctly, you will not have more money, more headaches. Do you need to spend a little more money as you grow your business? You absolutely do. But you have to. You have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in your business. If you want to play in the big pen, right? The big ring, you have to spend money to make money. Period. End of story. Otherwise, you can stay a solo cleaner, and that's perfectly fine. If that's all you want to do, stay a solo cleaner. Your income is capped, and that's fine. And then you go out, you make the money, trade the time, you come in, and then that's it. That's totally fine. Some people are happy with that, 100%. But if you want to grow, there's a different way that you need to do it. Okay. I hope this is making sense. So that was number 3. 3 was fear of money. I got coffee over here and I got water over here. I didn't know which one I was going to take from. So number 4, and by the way, Gloria, Sam, Aramis, and Leah, thank you so much for recommending me. Somebody was looking for a business mentor on one of the ZenMade pages, and my 4 clients who I love dearly recommended me. I'm just so thankful of all of you. So thank you very much. Hopefully we can help a couple more people get to where you guys are going. So number 4, fear of taking risks. Who's afraid of taking chances? I'm not talking about going to the casino with a bunch of money and blowing it on a slot machine. That is not a good risk, in my opinion. But fear of taking risk. Anyone afraid of making decisions and taking risks? Making sense. Catch the rest on replay. Bye, Stacey. I think Stacey's gonna go to work. She's like 30 hours ahead of us in the States. Risks. No, Gloria, you don't have a problem. You make good decisions, I think. I think you're fine. Belinda, fear of taking risks. Yeah. I'm talking strategic risks, small ones. I'm not talking massive ones. I'm talking strategic risks to grow your business. Let's relate it all to business. So I always say the brain works in mysterious ways. When you're faced with a risk, now listen to this. So when you're faced with a risk, a choice, anything like that, or a chance, right, you have to take, it's your brain's obligation to keep you safe. So when something feels risky and it makes you feel uncomfortable, right, we all know what that feels like, right? So when you get uncomfortable, it's your initial feeling that will stop you, okay? And your brain tries to get you back to that comfortable state right away. So you will say no to something that presents itself as a potential risk. Does that make sense? Right? Your brain is geared to keep you safe all the time. So we're geared as humans to say no. Right? Think about that, right? So your brain is actually preventing you from making a possibly wise decision that can help you grow your business or, do whatever. It's actually working against you, right? So how many of you get nervous when it comes to making decisions, right? Like, what kinds of things, this is a good one, what kinds of things make you nervous about making decisions in your business? What things make you nervous in your business when you have to make decisions? I want to know. Right? Is it hiring a new person? Is it taking out a loan for your business? Right? What makes you nervous? Okay? Let's see what we got here. Same. Afraid of raising prices. You got to raise your prices. You know why? Because if you raise your prices, most of your people are going to stay with you. Most of your people are going to stay if they like your service, and then what happens is you gain confidence. You don't have to be afraid of raising your prices. I help people raise their prices. It's one of the first things I do when you get into my program, whether you're working with me privately or in the Sisters Who Scale Elevate group program. I say, let's look at your prices. Let's see what you're charging. Let's see your hours. We have a whole formula that we do. So slow season. Yeah, slow season I can understand, right? Everyone gets a little nervous. And this business, depending on your geographical area, will have slow seasons, right? Amber, that's anxiety. Here's the thing. Totally. You want to get rid of the low ballers anyway. So think of it. You guys all know, and I know this because I'm still active in my cleaning business. I'm very active in my cleaning business. You have people that beat you down on price. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't those the people that torture you, torture your staff? They want everything for free. So why would you want to keep those people? Boot them. Get rid of them. Find a way to get your high-paying clients in your business, because your high-paying clients are going to be more appreciative of you because they're the people that need the help, not the rich people, right? They don't need the help. We all know that. Rich people don't need the help, right? You need the people, the two-income parent, husband and wife type situation or whatever, partner, whatever you want to call it, with the kids. They're busy with school, working, they can't get to the house. That's your client. That's your client that's going to pay for your services, right? Cheryl helped me move past my nervous about hiring people. Yeah, I know. Gloria she's not even in the field anymore. She was in the field and she's not in the field anymore, and she's making a ton of money. Like more than double her income in 5 months. It was crazy. Oh my God, I love working with you, Gloria. I'm nervous, Sydney. I'm nervous to look unorganized. No one cares. We have to get you over that. You know what you're doing because you've tripled your income. I have to keep reminding you guys are awesome and you know what you're doing. Okay? Belinda, trusting new employees to do a good job. Yeah, it's a huge thing. Huge. When you're not there is the biggest worry. So I always tell everyone, if you get them to do 90%, right? You're the cleaner that does the 100%. If you get your cleaners to do 90, 92%, 93% effective, you need to let the other 7% go. No one's going to clean 100% like you. Maybe once in a while you find one, you find a diamond in the rough, right? But if you can get them to the point where they're cleaning almost as good as you and you're not getting complaints and your clients are happy, you need to let that other stuff go and you need to let them clean, because if they're cleaning your houses, you're not. And you can grow your business and you can take a vacation. Because I know if you're a solo cleaner working 5 days a week, you goddamn need a vacation. You need a bunch of vacations. You don't just need 1 week. You need a bunch of vacations, right? I'm not wrong, because I was there. I used to work 7 days a week. I cleaned 7 days a week. I waitressed and I cleaned 7 days a week. Okay? I'm speaking from experience. The uncertainty is intimidating to people. People that aren't used to taking risks will sometimes fear the unpredictable, right? They'll be like, oh my God, the world's going to crash down, right? We know that owning a business, you need to take risks. You need to try things. You need to try things to see if they work. You need to try strategies to see if they work, right? So there's no getting around this. None. So the quicker you understand that you need to make decisions about your business, right? The easier it gets done to move forward and make more decisions because you are a CEO, right? You are making all the decisions. So you need to get comfortable with making all the decisions, okay? Things that are going to propel your business forward. So get comfortable with being uncomfortable is what you are striving for. So if you feel a little uncomfortable, keep going, right? No one ever got rich and no one ever got any time freedom to do whatever they want by staying in the safe zone. It does not work like that, ladies and gentlemen. It does not work. You want safe, go get a job. That's secure. It's trading time for money, right? You know exactly what you get for that, right? You work a certain amount of hours, you get a certain amount of pay, then you go home. They tell you how many weeks of vacation you get, how many sick days you get, which holidays that you can take off and they pay you for, which ones they don't pay you for, because half of them they don't pay you for, right? That's safe. That's a safe zone. I'm pretty sure everyone on this call wants to be the boss, wants time freedom, and wants to make all the decisions. So if you want to make all the decisions, you have to start acting like you really, truly want to make all the decisions, right? Okay. So sometimes we go through these periods where we might have lack of confidence, right? So we know self-esteem, self-doubt, that can hinder a person's willingness to take risks. So if someone doesn't believe in themselves, right, or their abilities to handle challenges, they might avoid taking risks altogether because business is scary at times. I'm not going to lie to you. Business can be scary, but if you're truly in the game to be successful and make your business work, you have to move forward. You have to take calculated risk. And guess what? No one's going to die. You're just going to make a decision. You're going to move through it and you're going to say, wow, that wasn't so bad. Let me make another decision, right? Right? Does this make sense? So you can do it very cautiously. You can do it strategically, but in the end, you have to make choices, right? You're not always going to make the right choices, and you need to be okay with that. You need to be okay with it. If you make a bad choice, learn from it. Don't beat yourself up over it. Just keep going, right? You don't have time. None of us have any time to dwell on stuff. You have a company to run. People depend on you, right? You're writing paychecks for people. You're helping people pay their bills. Shake it off. Keep going. A bad review? Who here's gotten a bad review? I've gotten a bunch of bad reviews, right? You have to keep going. Bad employee? Fire them. Get rid of them. Hire another one. Client fired you because of quality issues? Give it a couple of hours. Keep going. Go get 5 more clients. Right? You have to keep going. So all kinds of stuff is going to happen all day, every day. And the goal is to move through everything and keep moving forward. That is the goal. That is the goal. Amber. Yep, I remember because we talked. We had a call. Waitress at night. Yep. You need to change his life. I know you do. I know you do. I know, Amber. Number 5, fear of letting go of the control. The fear of letting go of control. My solo cleaners, my lovelies. It's very common, especially for entrepreneurs and business owners who have invested a significant amount of time and effort into building their companies, right? This fear can stem from a million different factors, okay? Including a desire to maintain quality standards, which as house cleaners, we want a quality standard, right? I get that, okay? Concerns about the ability of others to handle responsibilities, right? And a general sense of attachment because the business is your baby. We all know that no one can clean a better house than you. We know that. I clean a mean house, right? I clean a mean house. My back isn't hurting. So we all go through this. This is very, very normal. And I thought the same way for a long time, right? You have to get a good training system down, okay? If you want your time freedom, you have to let this go. And like I said, you'll hear me say, if you get 90% of production, in between 90 and 95% of production and staff, you're not getting complaints and the girls are getting tipped and they're happy and no one is canceling service, this is where you want to be. You have to be okay with this. You have to, or else you will never scale. And eventually you're gonna clean 5 years is going to turn into 10 years, 10 into 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 27, and you're burnt out. But that's your own fault. That is your own fault, okay? I don't mean this in a mean way. I mean this in a way that I'm going to help you, ladies. You chose to continue to be in that position, that you are in the place you were at because you put yourself there. You didn't take the steps to learn how to get out of the situation, right? That's what I help people do. I help you get out of the situation and all kinds, a million things. I just get so passionate about it. I'm sorry. So you have to be okay with this to create the business of your dreams, right? Then you switch to creating a company culture and training systems that train your staff to deliver quality work, okay? And as close as possible as to how you would do it, okay? And guess what? Then you get to take your vacation. Then you're gonna get your days off whenever you want. You don't feel like going to the office? Work from home, remote it, right? This is how you get there. I remember having a session with Gloria, and she was like, I'm at home, I'm not cleaning, I really don't know what to do. I have to find some stuff to do in my business, because she all of a sudden had this freed up time and she wasn't used to it, right? So there's a million things you can do with freed up time. You can get more business. You can make sure your system's in place. You can make sure your profits are in place. You can do your marketing, your sales, your accounting. There's a million things besides cleaning that you can do in this business to continue to grow the business. So most solo cleaners have been cleaning for a long time. They suffer from this. Your lines get blurred, right? In the training and being a boss, you have a difficult time organizing this. I know, I get it. I was there, right? Maybe you have a helper. They make mistakes. They just throw in the towel. They say, screw it. I don't want to do this. I'm just going to clean by myself. This person sucks. They can't clean like I am, right? I get this. I get this. But at that point, you don't own a business. You're just self-employed, right? When you own a business, you have employees and you have management in place. When you're self-employed, you can go out and make as much money as you want as long as your body is able to make it, right? We know there's a cap on that, okay? It's probably, I don't know, probably 10 to 15 houses a week, and then your body's dead. Dead. There's a cap on how much money you can make. So, but that's how you get the freedom. And that's what you all want. That's what I wanted. And I did it, right? So when you get a taste of what this feels like, you're going to want it all the time. And you're going to never want to clean again. You're going to never want to pick up that mop again. Trust me. Ask Gloria. She'll tell you. I remember she was like, I don't think I want to go out and clean. I'm going to reschedule that clean because somebody called in. So that's what happens. That's what happens. I'm going to check in and see. Employees give us more leverage. 100%. 100%. They give you all the leverage in the world to do whatever you want. 100%. Right on. They give you freedom. Employees give you freedom. Learning the skill of hiring employees and creating a company culture and learning how to attract your teams and writing ads is massive. It's one of the biggest things in my program is that we work on that, because that's what gives you the time freedom. So in recap, you are stopping you from creating the life of your dreams, right? Not an employee, not a client, not the economy, you. If you look inward and see how you can work on fixing things or have someone help you fix things, right? I do this every day. I look at myself and I say, how can I get better and make myself a better entrepreneur? Because I'm an entrepreneur, right? Just like you guys. How can I make myself better, right? If you do this, you will grow as a business owner, but you're also going to grow as a human, right? You're also going to grow as a human. It's very important to be balanced as a business owner, but also as a human being, right? To grow and make changes and lead a fulfilling life. So if you think you're ready, if any of this sounds familiar, right? If you think you're fearing anything, actually, I'd be curious. Tell me which one you fear the most. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. If you wrote it down, write which one of the 5 fears you fear the most. But if you think you're ready, if anyone on this call is ready, or you're watching this on replay and you're ready to just bash through those fears and you know that it's time to scale your business, we should have a chat. Most of my clients come into the program with these fears. We slowly work through them, right? I teach them how to take that step that scares them, but excites them at the same time. And that's what you're looking for. We do it together. We work through a little at a time. We hit a goal, and then we set another goal. We hit that goal, and then we set another goal, right? We're not just doing it all crazy, everything at once. You do it in steps, okay? My clients in the group program, they're doing really well. It's a great group. They're thriving. They're cheering each other on. Like, we're all like sending each other messages and like on Facebook and stuff like that. Like, they're seeing growth, and they're seeing growth fast, and they're working through their fears, all right? And there's something to be said about that. When you work through your fears together as a group, right? They're getting results 10 times faster than if they tried it on their own. So if you think you're ready, drop "I'm ready" below. I'll reach out. We'll see if what I do is a good fit for you, because I don't work with everyone, okay? Not everyone is ready to work with me in this level of commitment to get real results, okay? Some of you are, some of you aren't. So that's what we kind of figure out. What the process is we set up what I call a strategy call. I ask you a bunch of questions about your business, what you think you're struggling with, what the problems are, and how I can best support you. Maybe it's only the free stuff. Totally fine. Totally fine. I just want you to get all the support you need. Because I really, honestly, my mission is to help as many, and I work with male business owners too, but I work with predominantly female business owners, because most of cleaning businesses are owned by women. But honestly, like, it's my mission to help. If you're ready for the help, contact me. I will help you. I will get you there. Because I can't wait to work with more people that are truly ready to make some changes. I'm going to check in to see if anyone else has any other questions. Belinda, I'm ready. I'm ready. I think we've been kind of talking back and forth. Let's set up that call, Belinda. Sydney, letting go. Which number? Letting go was number 5, Sydney. You're a 5. Which number was that? Nope, she's starting to hire. I just need to be confident in letting go clean for us. So what we did with Sydney is we helped raise prices, attract high-paying clients. We worked on some systems, so we brought her income up. Now she's ready to hire, because she's telling you right now her bodies are dead. Everyone's feeling the same thing. If you're cleaning 5 days a week, you're feeling the same thing. I was there too. I would just mentally fight through it until my body just gave out and I almost broke my back. That's a true story. I couldn't get out of bed one morning. I was like, okay, if I can't go clean, I'm not making any money. And that's a scary place to be. So if you're ready, contact me. I'll help you. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. My husband's making dinner, so I'm going to go eat. Isn't he nice? He made dinner for me. All right. You guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, rest of the weekend. 2 more days to go, and then we have a couple days off. Hopefully you have a couple days off. And I will see you all soon. All right. Bye-bye.